Hey, BB fans!
Welcome to the HOH Room podcast, where we discuss all things Big Brother with your host Sheeta, Val,
and Dara. Hashtag, but first. Yes, that always lands magically. All right, guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And so let's get started. We did miss last week. I know you guys missed us a lot.
Yeah, obviously. We can tell.
Yeah, like
from all the comments.
Yes, they just came flooding in. Like, where are you guys?
I miss you. How did you miss a week?
Exactly. So you're in luck. We're back. So we did miss a few episodes. So what did we miss? Fill them in real quick and dirty.
Real quick, Izzy went home, and I have no issues with it. Yeah, me either. I was completely happy that she went home.
Yep, she went home as a piggy pal. So
on Cam's HOH, yes.
Yeah. So, which is not a surprise. So we're not even going to go through the fluff of the episodes because it's not important. They did like a 2-hour episode for whatever reason.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a double, but oh well. Anyway, so moving right along, we're going to start off with episode 20. So in 20, there's a situation where basically Jared and his mom are talking and they're basically saying like, hey, what's going on with the other side of the house? So I don't know why Cirie decided to make Jared not informant. What's the person? Is it informant? The person that gathers intel and reports back. Okay, so yeah, the informant, because Jared doesn't make any decisions that make sense. Mm-hmm. So he basically goes to Matt and Corey and he tries to confront them. However, Corey's about sick of Jared and his mess at this point.
He's done with him.
Exactly. So he was trying to basically get Jared to keep Felicia. Trying to say that Jag was going to keep Felicia. And he told him privately, and which caused an uproar because everybody's like, oh, why would it? Well, caused it with Matt. Why would he say that? Jag said that he was going to do the opposite of this. So,
and for some reason, Matt just believed Jared. Like, oh yeah, he did say that. Why?
Yeah,
I'm like, why does no one ever think to be like, he's lying, or let me go figure out what people are actually saying.
Right.
We saw the same thing when Jared told Red about Cam trying to go against him and everything, and he just believed him. Why no one goes to actually figure out the truth is beyond me.
Right? And we see it's from Jared.
Yes, Jared is definitely between all those lies.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't know why Matt believed him, and was getting so upset about it too. And they kept shooting to Jag, who was asleep.
Yeah, he was just knocked out. Had no idea what was going on.
Exactly. Yeah. So, with Big Brother, I feel like you just take the information with a grain of salt and then you go actually talk to your actual ally. Like, Jag and Matt are tight. So why would he even
people?
Right, exactly. I don't know, but whatever. So he does that. Which then Corey ends up coming into the conversation at some point, and Corey's just like, I don't believe you. He calls him out on it. And he confronts him about the other alliances. So he exposes For Real. And that is where things just kind of spiral out of control for Jared. And he's just grabbing at anything.
He's trying to turn it around on Corey.
Yeah, it was a mess. I was like, okay, Jared, your game's getting exposed. Oh, well. But he's just yelling over Corey, trying to not let him speak. Corey's like, I see what you're trying to do is just be super loud and not let me talk. But he's like, no, Jared, like, you have all these different alliances. Then Cirie gets pulled into the mix too, and he's like, Cirie, you also are at the head of all these alliances.
And he put it all together. Yeah, he's like, Jared, Felicia, Izzy, and Cirie.
Yup.
They're definitely all had their hands in everything that was going on so far.
Yep.
So Jared's just super defensive. He's sitting there yelling at everybody. Well, yelling at Corey. Corey's talking calmly. And then when Corey does raise his voice, here comes Jared talking about, like, please calm down and stop yelling at me. I stopped yelling at you.
Oh my
Right.
gosh,
But
that was so funny.
I was cracking up.
Can I just give a shout out to my boy Corey, because
Oh, absolutely.
his little nerd self has now stood up, and I like that he's
Mhm.
defending himself, because at first this relationship between him and Jared was very one-sided. It seemed like Jared was just telling him and bulldozing what his agenda was, but now Corey's actually sticking up for himself. So I really enjoyed watching that.
I did too. I was like, go Corey, stick up for yourself. A lot of times people will just back down because they're
Mhm.
like, oh, in case he wins HOH, I don't want to be on his bad side.
Right.
But Corey was like, no, I'm defending myself. And I'm
Mhm.
exposing everything you've been doing, and Sari too.
Yup.
So I was very happy to see that.
And so was America.
Yeah, I was
Turned
about to
her
say.
right on.
She said, that is my dirty talk.
She's hilarious.
She is.
She
like
I
cracks
her.
me
really
up.
like her. Like, now she's starting to, like, come out of her shell, and they're starting to show her more, and you're
Mhm.
actually getting to know her, and I really like who she is. She's, like, funny, and she's smart, so I'm definitely here for America.
Me too.
Yeah, same here. So obviously this spins out of control to where Jag actually wakes up, gets into the conversation, but says, I didn't say that. And then
I think he was in the shower.
He was sleeping for some of it, and
Yeah.
then he was in
And
the
then
shower.
Corey
for
came to
some.
get him.
Mhm.
Yes.
And he was in the shower, and he's like, after you're done, come up here.
Yeah.
That exposes Jared even more because Jag's like, I never said that.
Right.
So-
And he tries to backtrack
Right.
too.
Yeah.
And then he tries to flip it and say, well, I had to lie. So you would tell me the truth, Corey. No, sorry.
And you
man.
know what was very shocking? I expected Jared to just full on be like, you did tell me that, and like try to be like, well, I'm already in it. Let me just keep lying. But I guess he was like, whatever, I can't sit there and say it if he's gonna be like, you never told me that. I
Right.
really thought he was gonna be like, yes, you did. Do you remember you said it? I mean, because at that point it's his word against his, and he's like,
Mhm.
I have the information, how else would I have got it? But
Right.
he actually just was like, yeah, you didn't say it, so
Yeah.
I think because at that point,
Right.
Corey was already like digging in,
Yeah,
and he already
figured it out.
figured it out. So it wasn't even like a way to persuade him. Corey's over it.
Yeah.
So it was no way to try to,
Yeah.
basically at this point, it was just kind of trying to grab Matt's ear.
yeah.
Mhm.
And so Ray, she tried to like kind of smooth things over, but
She tried. It was, the train was gone. it pulled out the station, and
Mhm.
Sari was not on it.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
and she was just like, Jared, all I asked you to do was find out what was going on. I didn't ask you to, create lies and
Exactly.
do all this stuff. She just wanted to know, what is the house talking about? What are they leaning towards?
And
So
she was right about it too. She's like, I'm pretty sure Izzy is in trouble.
mhm.
And she's like, we just need to find out. And
Right.
he did all of that. Good old
She should not
Jared.
have sent him to do that.
No.
Yeah, definitely
wrong
not.
person.
Mhm.
Definitely the wrong person. So that was just like, those episodes where basically they had the wall tilt going on already
Yeah,
for the
And they're just
HOH.
showing what's happened.
Exactly.
Beforehand.
Right. So that was just a flashback to when Izzy was in the house and how that all played out. I don't know why they couldn't show it during that 2-hour special. But anyway, so they do the wall tilt game, which is like classic, and usually your petite girls win that game.
Mhm.
But Muffin Hands pulled it off.
Those muffins were holding on.
They sure were. He won, and he was about to fall. That's the funny part. It was
Mhm.
who was it? Him and was it Bowie Jane that was up there?
I don't think it was Bowie Jane. Who was it?
I
can't
forget who
remember
it
the
was.
can't
last
remember.
person was.
Yeah, but
Well, he ends up pulling out.
oh no, it was Bowie Jane.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
shockingly, it was Bowie Jane, which
Okay,
no one
Bowie.
cares about. I don't even know how her HOH would have went, because
That would've been
She's
very
so
interesting.
it would have been
random.
interesting. Yeah,
I have no idea. Like, I literally have no clue what she's
it would have been fun to see.
Yeah,
It
it
would've.
definitely would have been
Yeah.
interesting. But, maybe she'll win one.
Yeah, later on.
Probably not, but,
Probably not. She's just somebody I think they're just using for a vote,
yeah.
and they'll get rid of her when it's time.
I mean, even
Mhm.
they leave her out of the votes, and
Yeah.
she's always lost. So
Yeah.
doesn't even matter.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, Muffin Hands wins, and he basically, when he won, that was so funny. He slid into the chairs. Like, he was so excited.
I mean, he needed to pull off this.
Oh, yeah.
They were in trouble.
Yeah. So I can say that Jared now is considered a comp beast because
you have to give it to him.
He's been doing his thing. At first I was like, oh, his mom's carrying him, but it's more so she's the brains and he's the brawn.
Exactly. Which was supposed to be Corey and his agreement. So
yeah, until he turned on him pretty quickly. Weird combo. But anyway, so he wins, and then now, because of that Corey situation, Cam was like, maybe I have a shot.
He thought.
Yeah, he tried it.
Yeah.
But, of course, they were still had their eyes on him.
Jared was literally telling everyone, I'm backdooring Cam. Don't worry, Cam's still it. So.
Yeah.
So much for that, Cam.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I commend him for not taking things personally. Like, he wanted to get Corey because Corey outed him. But at the same time, he's like, okay, we have this guy, Cam, who's one of the best in the house. Let me focus on that, and then I'll get back to Corey. We have a common goal right now.
He also was like, I know Cam's going to gun for me and my mom. So he was like, he's a priority as well. Corey was a priority, but not as much as Cam was to him.
Right.
I actually didn't think that was that smart. If I was Jared, I'd probably still target Corey.
So would I, because Corey's smart and he's the one who's turning everyone against him.
Everyone is now against you because of this one person.
Exactly.
So I would have been like, let me get the head of the snake, and then maybe I can try and maneuver a little something and start trying to fix relationships. But I mean, I understand they've been trying to get Cam for a while. So
yeah, I mean, he was at a point where he could take Cam in and kind of work with him.
Yeah,
because he's a lone wolf.
Yeah, because he's alone.
And Cam is a man of his word. So when he makes a promise to work with you, I believe he really would have worked with you.
I think so too. But I mean, he doesn't know that, obviously.
Right.
You never know who's really lying or whatever, telling the truth. Mm-hmm. So he just was like, I know I need to get Cam. Cam's good. He wins competitions, and I'm pretty sure he's coming after me and my mom. So
yeah. So I mean, in terms of his game, I personally think he made the right decision going after Cam, just because he might have been able to work with him, but who knows? He already betrayed Cam as it is, and then he knows that Cam's trying to get Cirie. Like, point blank, he's told him, and I don't think that's going to change.
Yeah.
So I think for his sake, he should have gone this way. He probably was like, Corey's not going to win anything, so who cares? Yeah. Cam has a better chance of winning.
Yeah, that's true.
So he wound up putting up Corey in America with a backdoor plan of Cam.
Yep. Right.
Mm-hmm. So then we see Jared and Blue, their little love thing starts turning a little bit sour. They're like upstairs fighting and arguing about, okay, I guess we'll get into that later. So
I thought that was episode 21 that we're getting into, right?
Yes, now we're getting into episode 21.
So, like I was saying, that they start arguing a little bit. We're seeing that, Blue and Jared are starting to become a little bit rocky for whatever reason. Jared's just kind of a hothead. So I was just kind of confused why they were arguing like that.
Because she confronted him about the other alliance that he was in, but she wasn't in it. And she's like, so is this true? Like, what's going on? Of course, Jared just wants to start like trying to defend himself, and the way he does that is just trying to flip it back on you. And he's talking about it didn't seem important, and why do you care, and stuff like that. And it's like, well, that's kind of a big deal if you're in an alliance separate from me.
I think Jared could catch more bees with honey, or whatever that saying is, flies with honey. He turns on this defensive mode, and instead of like, first of all, this is your show, man. So this is like your soft place is supposed to be.
Exactly.
And she's just asking questions, and you could be like, listen, sorry, yes, I was, but it's really not an important, like, you know what I mean? Just, you're already exposed, fess up to it, and just smooth it over instead of being abrasive and like standoffish about it, and then like talking to her all crazy.
Yeah.
So she's kind of over him.
Which we kind of figured she would always be like, okay, my game comes first, and you are on the back burner. So that's when she really like said it like, oh, I'll use him
Right.
until I can't use him anymore type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, the way he was acting was really shady. I would have been the same way.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Actually have in my notes, Jared got Buck with Blue.
That's a good way of putting it.
Buck indeed.
Yes.
But we also saw Nicole and Felicia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They start putting everything together and
Mhm.
realize Jared and Cirie seem to have each other's best interests ahead of everyone else's. Like they
Yeah.
have the final two. So Nicole and Felicia were saying like how they should band together and they're each other's final two. And
Yeah.
that was,
Yeah.
I mean, interesting. Nicole kind of is just there as well.
But she exposed them, like telling Felicia that they didn't have her back when she was up and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
she was like, oh, she's got my back. Okay, girl. So then Nicole and Felicia were like, final two.
Yeah.
Horrible final two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Neither one of them win anything.
Oh,
So
excuse me. Put some respect on Felicia's name.
oh, that's true.
She did
She
win
did
once
win.
by luck.
Right.
I would never be in a final two with Felicia. I mean, obviously she has to say yes,
Mhm.
but oh my gosh, like she's just.
Hopefully she branches out
Clueless.
and tries to find someone else as well.
I hope so,
Yeah.
because I would like to see Nicole do some things, but right now she's just looking a little Bowie Jane-ish. I mean,
Yeah.
she's a little more talkative than
Mhm.
Bowie,
But
and
not much.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's at least in plans, like game plans.
That's
Bowie
that's
Yeah.
true.
plans.
That's true. She's not.
Bowie Jane is literally just kind of floating around the whole house,
Looking lost.
randomly, just there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay. And then America, she had me cracking up when she was like, "We're on the block together. This is my
How
showman's
iconic.
dreams." Yeah.
Yeah, I
She's
really like
hilarious.
America.
She
She's
is
so
funny.
funny.
Yeah, I really like her.
And then we also saw that Jag, Matt, Blue, they
Mhm.
made an alliance.
Mhm.
Yes.
Final three.
Yes.
Yeah, final three.
Which honestly, I think that's a really good final three.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
too. I was
Yeah.
like, they all kind of, do their thing. They all seem to be able to win comps at least. Maybe they haven't all won something yet, but
I mean, Matt's
They
a beast and
mostly-
Jag's
yeah.
a beast.
Yeah.
Blue just needs to show up. But she, she's gonna do her thing. I can
Yeah.
tell she will be good at.
She's
comps.
not terrible. She's puts in work.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
definitely is at least like in the mix and
Mhm.
talking with people and included in all plans. So she has that going for her. So,
Yeah, I could see that trio going far.
mhm, for
Um, in addition, like she said that she's not telling Pooh nothing now.
sure. Mhm.
And that the info that she gets, she said she can't put him on the block. She's not gonna jeopardize her game by turning on him,
Yeah.
but she will not give him information. She'll hold things away and she'll share information with the three of or amongst this trio
Yeah.
Right.
that he's not privy to.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think this is going to be a great thing for them.
Yeah, I do too. Definitely gonna go far.
And even within that, we saw Matt was kind of struggling because he really likes Cirie. He really wanted to
Mhm.
work with her or wants to work with her. We're not really sure where Matt falls with his
Right.
loyalty to her just yet. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how Matt navigates this.
Me
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
Yeah, that should be interesting to see. I
Mhm.
think he's gonna stay loyal to his final three though.
So do I.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think when it comes down to it, maybe things might change with Jared gone. But
Possibly.
we'll see.
But yeah. So then we get into the veto, and everyone's like, "Just don't let Cam get picked for veto, please." And then who
Final
gets picked?
pick by
Cam.
America.
Yep.
Cam.
They
I was
had.
like, yes.
I know you
I
were
was-
hype.
I was happy too. I was like, yes, let him fight for his life.
Right.
Yeah. I was happy that he got a fair shot
Yeah.
because we knew he was getting backdoored. He knew it, so
Mhm. He was just so calm. He's like so nice. He was just like, yeah, my back's against the wall. Hopefully I get picked. Corey said he was gonna pick him as house guest choice. And then
Oh
did.
yeah, it was
Um,
the writing was on the wall.
Yeah,
like,
so for him to still get picked, I was like, yes,
Mm-hmm. Although I don't think that would have been a bad 3. Like
Me
him,
either.
America, and Cam.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that would have been a really, really good final 3.
Yeah, like I think they really should have worked together.
I
That
do
was kind of
too.
silly on his part, I thought. But
But I mean, oh well.
maybe he just feels like he couldn't trust him at all. Maybe that's what the issue is.
I think that is
probably
definitely what it is.
'Cause
It
right
comes
now-
down to trust, and he knew like he was trying to get his mom out, so he's like, I gotta protect her.
Right.
No, not Jared. I'm talking about Corey.
Oh, Corey. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know
to
what
work
his
with-
hesitation would be to not
Yeah.
work with Cam.
I don't
I
Like,
think he
either.
couldn't trust him fully. Like he knows Jag and Matt. Like I feel like they have more of a relationship. Cam is more so a little bit like of a wild card. People felt like I guess so.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
why he didn't want to work with him.
I guess if you blatantly save Cam, you've drawn the line in the sand, so then people are going to come after you.
Exactly. 'Cause
So
he was
maybe that's what
public
he was
enemy
thinking.
Number 1.
Yeah. But that would have been a good group because Corey, I don't know, it's just them two. I feel like Corey and America just kind of fighting this battle, which I mean, they kind of swing to different sides. They're
Yeah.
very wishy-washy, but so yeah. Anyway, I think that would have been great. But so yeah, they played. So Bowie, Jane, Jared, Jag, America, Corey, and Cam end up playing this sweaty foot game.
Mhm.
I don't know what it was called. Do you guys
Sweaty
remember?
scrimmage.
Yeah, sweaty scrimmage, where you have to basically collect sweat from
Mhm.
feet in a
The metal
I
slips,
was cracking up.
water to the face.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
All the water to the face shots or the sweat,
The sweat.
to the face
Right.
shots was
It wasn't water, it
hilarious.
was sweat, y'all.
We
Get it
just
right.
said
We just said that.
we fixed it, okay?
We
Right.
corrected ourselves.
That's right. Make sure you know. Sweat, not water.
I think the one I enjoyed the most was Corey when he was getting hit in the face.
Oh yeah,
It was
yeah.
it was so funny.
And Jared was like, not Jared. Jag was like, I don't want to fall on TV.
And bloop.
Slips
Yup.
immediately.
Exactly.
Yup.
So yeah, they were all over the floor. Bowie
Mhm.
Jane, she couldn't stay off the
Oh my
floor.
gosh. Like
Yeah.
Bowie Jane literally spent more time on the floor than she did collecting the stuff.
Exactly. It was terrible. I wish they showed how much time she took.
Oh my god. She probably timed out.
Probably. They're like, just
Like,
go
get
back
off the
in.
field, Bowie Jane.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know why they stopped showing everyone's times.
Yeah, they used to
only
show
do,
'em all.
Yeah, the top 3, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And the discussion with, I believe, Sari and Jared, where she basically was like, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice my game, put me up on the block,
Mhm.
and this would throw the scent off completely.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kind of jumping around. Cam
Yeah.
won the sweaty
Yeah.
foot.
There you go.
I mean, not
No,
Cam,
Cam
Corey.
did not win. Yes.
right?
No, Jag won.
Jag
my
won the
gosh.
Sweaty,
Yeah.
sweaty scrimmage.
I'm
you
like,
know.
what are y'all doing?
She was confusing me. I knew.
Okay,
going
yes,
on.
Jag won.
Yes, Jag
the
won.
veto. And then
Oh my
takes
goodness.
down Corey, and of course, Cam is the replacement nom. So
Exactly.
Now, the thing you were referring to about Sari asking to be put up, she was saying if Cam did wind up winning,
right.
to throw her up as a replacement nom.
Right.
And that would throw off the scent,
Mhm.
and everyone would be like, "Oh, okay. Obviously, they aren't working together." If he put her up,
I don't think that would have worked.
I think it would have sent her out the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you know,
Oh, yeah, because once you have the queen up
yeah,
there,
they're
Yeah.
like, "Get her out."
yeah, it's like game over.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but Jared was like, "I will not be putting my mom up. I don't care what she says," which
Mhm.
is smart because she would have been out the door for sure.
That was a terrible idea.
Which she was okay with.
She was willing
like,
to sacrifice her game
Yeah.
to further his.
so it wasn't like she
Well,
was
not further than
delusional.
Oh yeah, yeah. She knows what she was doing. She's
Yeah.
just like, I'm willing to sacrifice it.
I don't think it would have did much. Honestly, they
I-
were like, okay,
I
whatever.
think she'd be better without Jared, honestly.
So
I think
do
the
I.
other way around.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
because she's way smarter. and
Right.
I mean, but he wins the comps. She can't. I mean,
But she
has
doesn't
she won
need to
anything?
win comps if you haven't noticed. She
Right.
yeah,
can
she
kinda
is
just do
sitting
her
pretty.
things,
Like, well, she was sitting pretty
Until
until
Jared. So
kind of,
he's-
like,
so he's
messed
ruining
up
her game a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, he's
for sure.
dragging her game tremendously. And she always has to try to clean stuff up. Like, he's been doing this consistently.
Yes, for
Mhm.
sure.
So I think, yeah,
Yeah, definitely the other way around. Probably
right,
would have been.
exactly. So, like we said, Jag won, sweaty foot.
Mhm.
And excuse me, and we love the sound effects and the funniness. Okay, so that was pretty much all that happened. Cam's now sitting next to America because he took Corey down. So yeah.
So now we jump into episode 22.
Yep.
And we find out it's a double eviction.
Yeah.
Woo!
So we always love those.
Love
a Yes. double
So
eviction.
juicy.
On a side note, Cam's hair looked beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Just
It
flowing.
was beautiful. He straightened it, gorgeous.
I was like, yes, Cam.
Yeah.
Y'all know I love you some
Slay.
Cam. I was like, that's
We
right.
know you do.
You better straighten that hair, boy.
Flowy
Yes.
delicious.
I didn't say the delicious part. But yeah, so getting into the next episode, we see that Cam unfortunately gets sent home. So sad to see him go. I was like, no, Cam.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it also started Scary Week,
Mm-hmm.
and they got
Ooh.
that broken transmission sent, which more on that later.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and Cam got voted out 8-0.
Yeah.
Unanimously.
Mm-hmm.
And on Cam's exit interview, he learns that he is now a Big Brother zombie.
Yes. Which we still don't even know what that. Well, we know what it means now,
Yeah.
but at the time,
At the time, we
Yeah.
did not
says
know
it,
what
but at that moment,
Yeah.
he's just kind of like, can't wait to hear more about that.
yeah, he's real chill about it. Whatever, cool. Might have a shot still.
Yeah.
So then they played the. So then since it's sped up, they
Right.
started playing the HOH game, which is
Yeah.
called Soulmates.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matching game. Yeah.
Everyone kept picking Serene.
Oh yeah. Now Sari knows. Like,
right.
It's like, well,
oh, boy.
I'm public
Mhm.
enemy number one.
Once you start
Exactly.
getting called up to those games where it's like pick whoever you want,
Yeah.
you know it's a
You
wrap.
already
Yeah,
know.
those
You
are
know.
always like,
Mhm.
that really shows you what's happening in the house.
Exactly.
Yeah, so basically everyone kept picking her to
Yeah.
go
Mhm.
against them. She did a little something for a while.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, let me
And
find out she
then
gonna win.
unfortunately she got eliminated.
Yeah.
And we ended up with Corey as the HOH in the end of it all.
That.
Yeah, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So as HOH, they're just like running in,
Yeah.
trying to
Very
speak their
quick.
piece real
Mhm.
quick. Jared knew he was
Yeah,
going
he was
up, and
actually
he
a
was
good
cool
sport
about
about
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't acting like a baby.
He was just like, you're gonna do what you gotta do for your game. No hard feelings, I understand. Which I was
Mhm.
like, okay, Jared. Now,
Yeah.
Right? Now that you're on the chopping
Right,
block,
now why do I
you're
like
super
you?
Right.
Now I'm starting to like you a little
Right.
bit.
I'm like, what's going on here?
You've been humbled.
Right.
So yeah, so he put up Jared and Sari.
No,
Jared
Jared
I mean,
and Blue.
oh, my bad.
All right. Yeah, so he puts up Jared in blue.
Well, he had a discussion with Blue where
Right.
she was like, "Please don't put me up.
Mhm.
I'm not siding with him, so don't worry about it. Like, just I'd rather not be a pawn."
Right.
Yeah.
But he was like,
Yeah.
And he told her okay, but then
"Yeah,
still
he
put her
did
up.
what he wanted."
He was like, I have
Which
other
was
plans.
smart because honestly, she was very much like, oh, well, I'm not gonna be the one to vote him out and stuff like that, which is smart on her game. But like at this point, you gotta do what you have to do. So yeah, it was smart to put up him with his showmans, just like Jared did the same thing to Corey in America.
I would have
Mhm.
put up him and Surrey, but I don't know.
I
I think
fine
he
with
was
Blue.
thinking that she'd be able to take herself down or
Yeah.
something.
She's
Who,
more
Surrey?
likely to win. No, Blue. So, because if Blue won, if she got picked and played, that means she could take down Jared and they, both be safe, whatever he puts
Oh,
here.
right.
So he was like, let me put her up so she has to save herself. And there's no
Rather
way she
than
could try to
herself.
take Jared down.
Mm-hmm. So he was thinking ahead, which was smart.
Mhm.
Okay, and then
So then they get into the veto competition.
Right.
Everything's super fast.
wasn't it called Monster Kill or something?
I was about to say, I actually don't have any notes on what was
It was
called.
so quick that
Yeah,
it
I was like,
happened.
I don't
It happened
even know
so
what it's
quick.
called.
It was
Yeah.
like throwing spikes or something.
Yeah, it was like a bullet for the werewolf and all
Yeah.
that.
Vampire and all this stuff.
Everything happened so quickly, but the
Mhm.
people who got picked to play were Matt, Jag, and Nicole. Matt wins veto and doesn't use it.
Mm-hmm. So the noms are the same.
then it's super fast. So basically, Jared ends up getting sent home.
Goodbye, Jared.
Evicted 6-1.
Yep, Mama could not vote her baby out, so he got that one vote.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so then Jared, he says his goodbyes. He's a good sport. He's like hugging everybody, and then he comes out. Julie's like, Cam, come on out. And Jared's like, oh, Cam's like, I told you so. And then she lets him know about the zombie twist. So, Jared, super hype. He's doesn't even know what it is, but he's already ready to celebrating. Yes, let's go, yes. So basically, Julie tells the details of they will have a chance, one of them, to come back into the house and resurrect their game. So that was a cool twist. But
yeah.
And another weird thing about this week, there will be no HOH.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
There will be no veto.
Mm-hmm.
I guess literally the week's gonna just be about one of their games getting resurrected.
Yeah.
Times are also weird. It's like I think there's no Wednesday episode.
No Wednesday. It's coming on at 10 one day and then 9 the
all
other.
over the place.
We're really in the scary verse.
Yes.
Oh my
I'm
goodness. Me too. I'm shaking in my boots.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Who you guys rooting for? I already know who you're rooting for, Sheeta.
Right. Don't even ask me.
After, Jared on his exiting, he was really like humbled and everything, but I'm still voting for Cam. I'm still rooting for Cam to come back.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there. You did a little BB. Let's try to make
Throw
you think
you
something
off.
else.
But no, yeah, I want Cam to come back.
Yeah,
right.
same here for me.
Yeah.
I think Cam, he's a good player, and to see him get another chance would be nice. I want Sari to be free of her burden.
Yes, and
and
let's
just
see
play
how
her
she can
own
actually
game.
play the
Right,
game without
right.
having to cover up for him and fix things and all that.
Exactly. So I just want to see that, which I think that'll be enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
And if Cam comes back, it would be smart for Sari to try to work with him.
Right.
She
Right.
needs a comp beast
Yeah.
on her side because honestly, the brain and the brawn can definitely work
Oh,
with
that
him.
would
He
be-
doesn't
Mhm.
run his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And people probably wouldn't even really suspect it if that is what happens, but
That'd be a great combo.
That would.
for sure.
It'd
'Cause
be
he's
perfect.
not, I mean, Jared would have been great if he just learned to shut up, but
Yeah.
you know.
He talks too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this would be a perfect duo. So I'm hoping he gets back in, and I hope Sari has the wherewithal to just pick up the game with him.
Mm-hmm.
And
So.
comment, let us know who you think let us know who you want to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It better be Cam.
All right. Well, as always, guys, thank you for listening to our podcast. And we appreciate your feedback and all the comments and all the love and appreciation. And share this with your favorite BB pals because they want to know what's up to and want to hear a great podcast about it. So, and this is the one. Okay.
Subscribe.
Yes, subscribe,
Mhm.
please, and thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time, love one another.
Okay,
And
Julie.
All right, though. We're out. Bye, guys.
Bye.